Hello students, today we are going to be writing a compound complex sentence. You may remember that a compound sentence is one that has two independent clauses. These two independent clauses are sentences that could stand on their own that are connected with a comma, a semicolon, or a conjunction. A complex sentence is one with one or more independent clause. In this case, we're going to have two independent clauses and one dependent clause. So the difference between an independent clause and a dependent clause is that the dependent clause cannot stand on its own. It needs to be attached to another sentence. We're going to go ahead and use the Penn's formula in order to write our sentence. We're going to start with the P. P means pick a formula. The formulas we could use are D, I, C, I, which would be dependent, independent, conjunction, independent. D, I, semicolon, I, D, C, I, D, semicolon, I, C, I, D, I, semicolon, I, D. We are going to go ahead and pick our formula to be I, C, I, D. So we are going to start with an independent clause, follow it with a comma, add a conjunction, another independent clause, and a dependent clause. Our next step is going to be explore some words that we could use. The words that we are going to use are either going to be verbs, subjects, or other categories of words. Our verb is a word that shows the action of the subject of the sentence. So we're going to start with that. We can have body actions like walk or run, or mind actions like think or want. I am going to pick swim as my action verb. That's one of my favorite things to do in the summer. I'm going to also use a noun. A noun is a person, place, thing, quality, or idea. The place where I like to swim is the pool. And then another noun, I like to swim with friends. So in my sentence, I'm going to say something about swimming, either in present or past tense. The place I'm going to do it is the pool, and the people I'm with are my friends. The next step in the strategy is to note the words. So the words that I need to use, I've jotted down a few, and I'm going to put them into my formula. So I'm going to start with an independent clause. I'm going to say the pool opened today. Then, according to my formula, I am going to add a comma. The pool opened today. The next word is going to be a conjunction. And a conjunction is a word that connects those two sentences. I'm going to use the word and. The pool opened today and we swam. That is an independent clause because I can say we swam, and that could be its own sentence. Now I'm going to add a dependent clause to that. So I'm going to say once our friends arrived. That is a dependent clause because it can't stand on its own. It can't say, you can't just have a sentence that says once our friends arrived. That is our sentence. The last thing we need to do with our sentence, the S, we need to search and check. And we're going to use the formula MARK for that. MARK stands for mark out imposters. Do we have any imposters? Do we have any prepositional phrases that are just hanging there? I don't see any. Next, we're going to ask. Ask if there is a verb. We have a verb. We have the verb swam. In our first independent clause, we have opened. We're going to root out the subject. Who's the subject of this? We are the subject. We swam. We also have an independent clause where pool is the subject. The pool opened. And then we're going to key in on the beginning, the ending, and the meaning of the sentence. There are 5 requirements for a complete sentence. It has to start with a capital letter. Right here I have my capital T. It has to end with punctuation. I have my period at the end of this sentence. It has to have a subject. We are a subject, and pool is a subject. It has to have a verb. We swam. Swam is a verb. The pool opened. Opened is a verb. And it has to make sense. Does it make sense that we swam at the pool? Can we say the pool opened today, comma, and pause? And would we go swimming once our friends arrived? The pool opened today, and we swam once our friends arrived. Looks like we have a good sentence.